Hey, this is a cool video. You know why this video is so cool? Because how many times have like you've been in a place, like you've been at a big party, and you see like somebody you know hanging with like one of the like a rich dude, like and you're like, damn, how you know him? But just imagine if somebody had just was taping you at the same time. Like they had a camera while you was looking exactly at that person, hecka jealous or envious or whatever you want to call it. I know because if somebody had a camera a couple times, like I've been on them sets, like you see somebody you work with and you come on a set and you just like a extra or just a principal actor and this person come in, he got the lead role. It's like, hey, what's up? But you be like, how the fuck did you get that role, you son of a bitch? You know what I mean? But imagine somebody was filming that. Let's get into the goddamn video. I'm always talking and I need to get into the goddamn video. The video.
Jealousy. Have you ever been attracted to a cartoon character? If you said no, then chances are that you're lying. Jessica Rabbit has been the first crush of many young boys for decades. The sultry cartoon has an enviable figure and alluring features that most real-life women would kill for. But from what we see in this picture, most cartoon characters wouldn't mind those qualities either. Tinkerbell is known for being a hothead, and someone with a keen knowledge of jealousy managed to position these two to perfectly display an example of jealousy. But can you blame Tinkerbell? Imagine someone like Jessica Rabbit being anywhere near your man. And if Tinkerbell reacted so poorly to Peter Pan taking a liking to Wendy, then it should come as no surprise that she doesn't cotton on so well to Jessica. Thankfully, Jessica Rabbit doesn't seem like someone who would care much what Tinkerbell thought anyway, but I'd be lying if I said that a fight between the two wouldn't be entertaining. Can you just imagine how amusing that would be? I mean, Tinkerbell can be quite provocative, and I don't think that Jessica would be a pushover. Who would you root for if animators ever caught on to this magnificent idea? Let us know in the comments section. My money's on Tinkerbell. Baby rivalry. Here, we see the beginning of a lifelong rivalry, where the parents marvel at their one good son and wonder where they went wrong with the other one. If you have any siblings, then you know the struggle is real. It always seems like there is one favorite sibling that gets all the attention, and this leads to some intense sibling rivalry. Both boys are being held up and are facing the camera. The one closest to the camera is blissfully unaware of all the turmoil going on behind him, while the second boy is just about glaring at the camera. I wonder what caused the look of jealousy on the second boy's face. Was his nose stolen? Did he not get a piggyback? It would be incredibly interesting to be in his head around about the time that this photo was taken. We may not know what caused the look of jealousy, but I'm pretty sure we're watching the beginning of a supervillain origin story. Or maybe this is the first picture from a live-action remake of Megamind. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Lens envy. There is nothing worse than thinking you're good at something, only to have someone outdo you. For example, you may be good at photography. You're no professional, but you're fairly good at it. You've taken a course or two, and all those who know you swear by your natural talent. So, one day, you're feeling pretty good about yourself, and you decide to go take some shots of a local event. Or maybe, you want to get some nature shots because you want to get away from it all. You get to the venue, and you know that it's going to be a good day. You set up all your gear, and those who don't know anything about photography are in awe. You feel quite important now. Nothing can ruin this day, and you're getting amazing footage for all your effort. But then, another photographer comes up and sets up right next to you. It isn't a problem because he isn't in your way, until he sets up his camera, and suddenly you can't look away from his gear. Everything he has is so much better than yours. Bummer, right? This is what must have happened in this photo, although we might just be speculating. But judging from the look on the guy with the smaller lens's face, it wasn't long before he packed up and went home in shame. Lens envy. It's real. Pageant girls. Pageants are brutal. What do you expect when you squash a bunch of incredibly attractive women in a room and tell them to fight it out until one of them has a crown? Wait, that's not what happens? Well, it might as well be what happens because pageants are vicious. There aren't physical scars, but we bet most of these women are in therapy, because I know that I would be. These women are judged on everything from physical appearance to personality, and when put up against some of society's most beautiful women, many feel inferior. That's what is happening in this picture. You can basically see the women willing her assets to instantly enlarge. She may not be looking at her fellow contestant in jealousy, but we know that we are seeing the moment she looked away from looking at her neighbor with envy. It is at this moment that she wishes they were all locked in a room and told to fight for a crown. She'd probably go all Ben-Hur on that pageant. In fact, I'd bet on her winning because she has that green-eyed beast on her side. Engagement resentment. Engagements bring out the worst in people. No, seriously, if you think that engagement announcements are cute and that everyone is happy for the couple, then you're probably a male. Weddings are hell on earth for women who battle jealousy. And this picture proves my point. At first glance, it seems like everyone is happy for the 3 women who are engaged, except for the woman with the kill me now expression. Say what you'd like about her, but at least she is honest about her feelings. Everyone around her looks happy, but on closer inspection, you begin to notice the forced quality of those smiles. Those women might be happy for their friends, but they are genuinely jealous. It gets more apparent the longer you look at the picture, and each woman, except for the blissful bride, looks pained. Maybe they're wondering how much planning they're going to have to get involved in, or maybe they're worried about the 3 dresses that they now have to buy. They could be the reason, but let's stop pretending. They're jealous because they all wish they were one of the 3 up front. Man, those weddings are going to be fun. I wonder if I can sit at the same table as the Kill Me Now chick. She looks like a lot of fun. It's time to get your stomach muscles a break and give your brain a workout. Do you know where the term green-eyed monster comes from? Stay tuned until the end of the video to find out. Stay away from models. I want to share my secret formula for keeping my self-esteem intact. It has kept me sane for most of my adult years and has preserved me during my darkest moments. Are you ready? Okay, here it is. Stay away from gorgeous supermodels. I'm serious. These women are a species of their own, and us norms should stop torturing ourselves. I'm telling you this because some women feel the need to go and watch supermodels strut their stuff on the runway. Fair enough. Most of these women belong to this otherworldly race of beautiful women. I'm convinced that at some point the Amazons left Themyscira to join Wonder Woman in the real world. But that's just my theory. But some normal people also do this sometimes, and the result is the reaction in this photo. We see Cara Delevingne strutting her stuff and looking fabulous. Nothing strange there. But in the background, we see a woman giving her the jealous stink eye. We get it, lady. That would probably be our reaction to seeing Cara in real life, too. I mean, it is not fair to the rest of the human race that one woman could be so beautiful. Oh well, just keep to the secret formula, and you'll be fine. Family Feud. I like Modern Family. I think it's a rousing satire of our society. Also, Phil Dunphy is such a moron. I love him. We should make him king of the world. I also adore Julie Bowen and Sofia Vergara. I think they are both gorgeous comediennes who are both stunning examples of how women can be funny. But I also know that if you try and measure yourself up to Sofia, you are not going to escape with your self-esteem intact. But it seems like a lesson that Julie has yet to learn. In this picture, we see the pair at an event, and they both seem to be having a great time. Well, Sophia seems to be enjoying herself. Julie can't help but give Sophia an envious look that I'm sure she's used to by now. Look, this is not a good idea at the best of times. Like I said before, Sophia is in a league of her own. Trying to compare yourself to her will not end well, and we're sure that Julie Bowen learned her lesson. Seriously, if these two started having a feud and Modern Family had to stop because of it, don't judge me, they said it would never happen to Friends, but look what happened. I would just have to assume that everything good in life has died and torch everything. I'm just saying. No one is immune. If you have been thinking to yourself, I never get jealous because I am awesome and it won't happen to me, then do I have some news for you. Jealousy will rear its ugly head anywhere and with anyone. Don't believe me? Look at this photo. Here we have two of some of the most recognizable women on the planet. Rihanna and Nicki Minaj, both who are uniquely gorgeous and have a legion of drooling fanboys. It must seem like a good life. How could either of them be jealous? Well, look at it and weep. Here, Rihanna has that look in her eye. You know, that one where you try and hide it, but it's bugging you, so you just look quickly? Well, too bad for Riri, because the cameras caught everything. That covert glance she was hoping for didn't pan out so well, and we're able to see that moment of sheer envy in her face. I know it's not supposed to make me feel better about myself, but let's face it, if Rihanna gets jealous sometimes, then all is not lost, and I'm not a terrible human being. I'm human, just like Rihanna. Hey, I just realized that I share a planet with Rihanna. Feeling jealous? You should be. Spring Breakers. In 2012, we were gifted with the movie Spring Breakers, in which we see four of the most beautiful starlets of our generation prancing around in bikinis. And James Franco practiced his Joker performance. This meant that the aforementioned beautiful starlets were interviewed together a lot. We got to hear them talk about their movie and show off their fashionable clothes. You think that they would get rather close during this time, and you're right, they do. But that doesn't mean they were immune from jealousy either. During one of their interviews, we see Vanessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez surreptitiously looking at co-star Ashley Benson. That doesn't seem out of the ordinary, until you see the looks on their faces. These two are just about green themselves. Ashley carries on talking, blissfully unaware of her co-star's envy, but it's there. Jealous heiress. Love or hate her, Paris Hilton has a lot going for her. She's beautiful, rich, and is friends with some of the most famous people on the planet. With all of that going on, you would think that she couldn't possibly get jealous, right? Wrong. During one of their many all-nighters, celebs Britney Spears and Paris Hilton were spotted together. The pair seemed up to their usual shenanigans, dressed to the nines and appearing to be having the time of their lives. We applaud them for celebrating all their fortune, and I'm sure quite a few of us were green with envy ourselves. Everything seemed to be in its rightful place until Paris snuck a sidelong glance at her friend's outfit. And let's be honest, the heiress was jealous. Britney Spears is a cultural icon and the princess of pop. Any woman would be jealous of her, and the moment that picture was taken, Paris Hilton became one of us. She became a human, wishing for just a moment that she could be someone else. Of course, she snapped right out of it and went back to being Paris Hilton. Because come on, who wouldn't want to be? It's time to find out the answer to our quiz. Did you guess the answer? The term green-eyed monster is a derivative from a line in Othello, where Iago likens jealousy to the green-eyed beast. Shakespeare may have been thinking of cats, since most cats have green eyes. Which one of these pictures did you find the most relatable? We'd love to know. Let us know in the comments section and tell us how you would have reacted in these situations. Remember to subscribe and leave us a big ol' like. Till next time, y'all!
Wow. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. See what I'm saying? I thought the video... Well, I mean, I think it's kind of really hard to catch them type of moments. But like I said, I know everybody had their moments. Especially when you go to them big parties, man. When you go to them big parties... and you see some of these rich guys, and it really, to me, it don't be the rich guys, the really, really rich guys. It be people that's kind of like on your level with the rich guys, and you like, damn, man, that's not fair. How do he know him, man? If I knew somebody like that, I know I'd be have a major production or something. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, peace.